Hi, my name is Ana del Valle. I am from Puerto Rico. My Hogwarts house is Slytherin. I always had tested in Ravenclaw and been sorted into Ravenclaw prior to Pottermore, but then I went into Pottermore and I was a hat stall between Gryffindor and Slytherin. And as I knew I wasn't a lion, I chose Slytherin. And after that, I started looking at a little bit closer at the qualities of the house, and I do know that that's my true home. I've taken multiple quizzes afterwards, and I've taken the entire Pottermore quiz that's online. And again, I've tested completely into Slytherin. I'm very happy to be in my house. I love my house. I love the qualities of the house. I love how they are brave, but they do look before they jump. I love how loyal they are to each other. I love how they stand up for each other, and although it is a house that's very easy to hate on, I love that we can prove everybody wrong, just showing them that it's not all evil, that we have very good people in our house as well. Favorite fandoms, that will be Harry Potter, that will be Friends. Friends started on my freshman year of college, so they did move me all through college and after college, and it is a series that always brings a smile to my face just thinking about it. And it's sad that it's been gone for so long. It's been 11 years since the last episode, but still you can relate many, if not all, the episodes of Friends to what's happening today. It's something that every time that something funny happens, I'm like, oh, just like in Friends. Anyways, there's also Disney. I love Pluto. Pluto is my favorite character. He has been my favorite character for a very, 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 very long time. I used to have a little ragdoll Pluto that I would take with me everywhere. I think my mom thinks that it just fell apart somewhere because it never left my hand. Let's see. Pluto. Pluto stories. There's many. You can ask me about my hunger strike. You can ask me about how Pluto made me become a thief, and you can also ask me if you want about how I did cause a lot of people at Disney World to get paint all over them, all because of my friend Pluto. So feel free to ask me. Let's see. I forgot everything else. Favorite fandoms? Weekend. I forgot Weekend. How can I forget Weekend? I've been a part of that fandom since 2007 when I first saw the play. I've read the books, and I wish I could go to the play at least once a month, if not more. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. So I've only had the pleasure of seeing it twice. That first time in 2007, and again in 2009 or 10. So I'm really hopeful to go sometime soon. OTP, BroTP, no OTP. Those are letters I had never heard before. From the videos, I'm guessing it's ships, friendships, and no ships. So ships, I'm not that much into shipping. I really like opposite attracts, so I will say Fear and Elphaba from Wicked, and maybe even Molly and Arthur from Harry Potter. Those are two amazing couples that I think complement each other so well, yet they are so dissimilar. But you could not see any of them with anybody else, so those are perfect couples in my opinion. BroTPs, there's Elphaba and Glinda, there's Fred and George, and I know the Marauders are not the best example, but I do love how open they were of taking Lupin, taking somebody that was so easy just to put down, and adding them to their fold. So the Marauders I love. Favorite hero, that would be Mulan. She is a very non-classic Disney princess. She's not even a princess, but she's cataloged as a princess in the Disney world. She was the princess that did everything, not for love, not because somebody lied to her, just to save her dad. It was the only way that she could think of saving her dad. She was not looking for glory. She was not looking for anything else. It was the only solution that she had available. And in the meantime, she saved China. So what else can you ask from a princess and from a hero? And the favorite villains, I do have two. There's the Wizard of Oz, somebody that just arrived into a new world out of nowhere, without any specific power, without any money, without anything. And yet he was able to convince everybody he was such a powerful person, and then just manipulate everybody to do his bidding. It's one of those characters you just have to love to hate, and he did everything with his mind. So there's also Umbridge. Umbridge is a very different villain from most of the villains that you come across with. Most of the villains, including the wizard, they know they're doing bad stuff. They know that their way is not the best way, but they just want to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. Umbridge wasn't like that. Umbridge actually believed she was doing good. Umbridge is just plain crazy, and she thought that everybody else was wrong, and she was the only one doing the right thing. So she was just plain crazy, and that craziness led her to try to change everybody. So anyway, it's another character I do love to hate. So how many Leakys I've gone to? That will be one. This will be my second one. First one was last year. I did try to go to London, but they sold out. So my first official one was last year. Yay. Why did you decide to go to Leaky? Harry Potter. Plain and simple. I've been looking into Leaky since they went to Chicago. Chicago one was a little bit out of my budget at the point, so I couldn't make it there. So London, I was like, okay, I'm breaking my piggy bank and I am going to London. And then they sold out. I did not want to go to Portland because I knew I would be missing London all the time. I will not be able to appreciate Portland for what it was. I will be like, this is not London. This is not London. And knowing me, I know I would not have been able to enjoy it. So why spend that much money? Because it would have been almost as much, if not as much, as London, and not go to the place I wanted to go. So when they said Orlando, I originally wasn't going. I decided to go very last minute, the same day that the open and the close tickets went on sale. I got my Leaky ticket that morning, and then I got my open at the close ticket at 2 p.m. I had no plane ride, I had no hotel, I had nothing, but I had my tickets. So I was going to Leaky. This year, I got my tickets way ahead of time. I'm still not sure if I'm going to go for open at the close, but I'm not gonna say no till I know for sure. Favorite memories. There were quite a few. There were a few with Amber Benson. She sang in one of the panels the first paragraph of the Buffy musical song that she sang, and that was pretty amazing. She also ran into me and she commented on how good I smell. I had like tons of lotion on at the time. I had just showered, and my plan was simple. I had taken one of these big bottles with me, and I needed room in my suitcase, and I needed less weight in my suitcase. So I just wanted to get rid of it, and I had put like half of the bottle of lotion just after the shower, and that's when I ran into her. So the next day she was like, "Oh, you're the lady that smells so good," and I was like, "Hey, yes." Anyway, let's see. There were a lot of simple stuff that happened. One that I always recall, it's just sitting down in a little table very far apart from where everything was happening, with Joanna and Alejandro, which were my two buddies last year, and just sitting down and having lunch. It was simple. We were barely talking, and we were just decompressing. And it's those simple things that make Leaky so special. Those times that you are just surrounded by friends. You're surrounded by your chosen family. And it's amazing that you know that everybody there, it's there for the same reason. So I do hope that that magic is still there this year, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm a little bit worried as my two buddies are not gonna make it this year, but I know many of you, I've met you through Facebook, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting you all in person. So, and there was one more memory. It was Thursday, early afternoon. I had just left the first meetup, and unfortunately my dress for the ball had not arrived home, so I had to go to a store to pick it up. Only time I could go was that day, so I was not able to make like the early afternoon meetups, and we would have to rush to the store, get the dress, come back, try to make it for the class photo and then for opening ceremonies. So my friend told me, oh, I need to go a minute and say hello to a friend of mine from London. And so we were waiting, and then in comes Elphaba, completely dressed Elphaba. I'm saying all green, that hair, the outfit, and I was just awed. It was so amazing to see the level of commitment from the fans to bring these characters to life. And she was all green again. You know, she had her hands green, her ears were green, everywhere was green. And to me, that was like, welcome to Geek. It was my first full-blown experience of how us fans can actually show our love for our characters. And thanks to her, I was daring enough the next day to try to do a little cosplay I had taken with me, although I had not thought of using it. And if not for that, I will have never brought out Umbridge. So I do thank Mania for that one. Thank you, Mania. My most excited guest I am to see is Anthony Rapp. I like Broadway a lot. I wish I could go a lot more than I am. Unfortunately, there's not that many good traveling tourists that makes it down here to Puerto Rico. So basically, it's very limited. But I did see the last showing of Rent in Blu-ray. I have it at home. And I love his work. I love his voice. He has a very sweet voice, and that smile of his, I just want to see him smile. So, what programming? That will be the Wicked Meetup and the Buffy Horror Show. Those two I really want to go this year. I wasn't able to go to either of those last year. So, dream guest. I know it's cliche, but if it's cliche, it's because it's true. It's Joe. If Joe showed up, I would die. But you know what? I would die happy. And I'm thinking many of us might die as well. So, Joe, just know that we will be happy. Advice to first-timers. I posted this on the Geeky page of yesterday or 2 days ago. Make sure to pump up your immune system before going to the con. I just started taking more vitamin C's. I also will be watching what I'm eating. I want to have the best nutritional value from my food. I will try to save a little bit extra, especially the week before the con, to try to boost my immune system. There is the leaky flu. And leaky flu is very contagious, I hear. I'm very happy to say I did not get the leaky flu last year. I did do my immune boost before the leaky. So do try to do that. It's very simple. When you're at leaky, you'll forget to sleep, you'll forget to eat. You can at least get your vitamins. And hopefully you have enough of a buffer with your immune system to make it be okay. Cosplay. I have 5. I have Glinda from Wicked, first day. Probably Umbridge on Friday. I have, during the day, on Saturday, Molly Weasley. Here. Yay! And for that night, I have a 50s style Black Widow. And then on Sunday, the easy one. It's Slytherin student. So, I have the robe and I have the uniform. Let's see. And how to approach me? Simple. Smile and wave. Yay. That's it. Yay.